Good on you, Chris. First again, brother. Let me get this out of the way, mate. Hang on 1 second. G'day. What's up, Toad? How are you? I know that Nacho's still in control of the pound for pound. No, it's been a month. It's been a month. Nacho's not in control anymore. We're back in control. You, me, and the chat. How are you, Chris? What's up, dude? How are you, how are you, Toad? What's good, man? How are you? How are we, guys? How's everyone coming down from UFC 309? Weird the reaction that the MMA community is giving John Jones, no, guys? How's your Monday, Tuesday, or whatever is going on down under? It is Tuesday, mate. Cheers. Happiness. Actually, Chris, me and Jamie, after we do this live stream, Jamie and I, should I say, using the proper English, Jamie and I are going to be filming a video that will get released on the members section during the Christmas break. All the food that she brought back from America, we're going to do a taste test of it and film it, edit it, and put it in the members section, over the Christmas break. Yeah. I'm still livid about John Jones winning, but I knew that it was going to happen. Yeah, it's odd, isn't it? Like, the reaction that the MMA community gave to John Jones winning was like he did the most amazing thing anyone has ever seen. Yet, going into it, we all knew what he was going to do to Stipe. Like, we all said he's going to beat the piss out of Stipe, and he did beat the piss out of Stipe. And now, all of a sudden, he's moved up the pound-for-pound list officially. Let's bring it up over here on this screen. He's moved up the pound-for-pound list officially. He's got... What's up, Anakin? How are you, brother? He's gone up to number 2 on the pound-for-pound list for doing exactly what he was meant to do against a heavy bag, which is very strange, I think. John Jones' biggest problem at heavyweight is that he isn't a heavyweight, but his pound-for-pound is pretty good. John Jones' bigger problem at heavyweight is that he isn't a heavyweight. Yep, but pound for pound, he's pretty good. He is pretty good. I don't know if he's number 2. I mean, he's high, man. He's definitely high up the pound for pound list. You know, like John Jones, he is an incredible fighter. He is an incredible fighter. He has great range control. His striking selection is brilliant. That trip that he pulled, what was it, an omoplata trip or a go-go plata, whatever it was called, was a great trip. His ground and pound is savage. Yeah. The pound-for-pound rankings are just completely screwed up. Like, I don't think that Pereira should be there. Yeah, it's very interesting. I can't wait to see that members-only video with the food and with Jamie, Connor drinking beers, Joe Rogan and Herbert the Goat. Yeah, mate. No, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. We're going to film it tonight. It's going to be good, mate. Yeah, we'll chuck it up in the members over the Christmas break. I think only Islam and Ilya are better pound for pound. Yeah, I could, looking at where they have the pound-for-pound rankings right now, I could agree with that. I mean, I do find it interesting that Aspinall is number 8 on the pound-for-pound, even though we all sort of agree that Aspinall could beat up John Jones. It's very odd to me, that. And Strickland and O'Malley they are way too high, aren't they? This is it. We got to do something about the pound for pound. The pound for pound list is broken. We got to fix it in today's video. Just crazy for someone to be the GOAT if you tested positive more time than anybody else in UFC history. Yeah, I don't like it, and that's why I don't refer to him as the GOAT. And I don't like, Chris, that the UFC commentary team, everyone in MMA, seems to refer to him as the GOAT, when no other sport would allow a drug cheat to still be accredited with so many wins. Like, to even break down the win that he had over DC, the second fight, the knockdown, knockout, TKO that he had over DC in the second fight, to have DC break that down when it was a no contest because John Jones cheated is so bizarre to me. No other sport would treat athletes this way. How are you, Chatterhead? What's good, man? Good morning, good afternoon, mate. Good afternoon. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon here in Australia, brother. But how are you, man? What's good? Either John Jones is the number 1 or he isn't there at all. There is no universe where Islam is above him. It's not an activity issue either. John Jones just fought. No, I agree, Cage. I agree. I know. Like, you do have to start looking at John Jones' skill when you do this. And he is high up He is higher. You know, Islam gets hit a lot. A lot. Like, Dusty and Volk both put hands on Islam. Maybe John Jones is the number one pound-for-pound fighter in the UFC. Maybe he is, man. And I don't like him, but maybe he is the number one pound-for-pound fighter. What's up, Rob's neighbor? How are you, man? Same size, he probably beat Tom despite how difficult Tom is for him stylistically. If he was the same size as Tom, that's a good point. That is a good point. Because his chin is really good, isn't it? Yeah, pound for pound means absolutely nothing to me anymore. It's just all over the place and it's subjective as anything. It is, I know, mate. I know. And just staring at the official pound for pound rankings has me very confused. Yeah. It's kind of like saying someone's personal top 5 or something. It's always going to be different. True. John Jones hasn't fought anyone nearly as powerful as Tom. That's true, Anakin. That's true. But skill for skill. Yeah. I guess that's the problem, right? Like in a real fight, they are not pound for pound. Like John has to Tom Aspinall has to cut weight down to heavyweight, where John Jones is never going to reach the heavyweight limit unless he comes in looking like Parker Porter. Yeah. Their pound for pound list isn't the skill for skill like yours, though. That's true, Cage. It's like a mix of, what would you call the official pound for pound list, mate? It'd be like a mix of legacy, resume, and skill, wouldn't it? Yeah, it's bonkers. They want very one MMA Michael Jordan. Yeah, it's bonkers. They want a very Michael Jordan MMA fight. Yeah, they want their own Michael Jordan of MMA. I agree, Chris. I just don't know why that can't be GSP or Demetrius Johnson. You know, it's not like Michael Jordan never lost games or lost finals. Like Michael Jordan lost finals going into the playoffs. You're allowed to have losses and still be one of the greats, you know? Schumacher lost races. You're allowed to have losses. That's not the worst thing. So I don't know why you couldn't be Anderson Silva or GSP or Mighty Mouse. You know my take on PEDs, I've said it on the stream, that guys like Ian Gary and Corey need to hop on them to compete at the top level. I mean, Ian Gary could start off by just hopping on, 2 or 3 steaks a week before he gets onto performance-enhancing drugs, Toad. Like, just a couple of steaks. Doesn't have to be a lot. What's up, Rob's neighbor? How are you, man? Timmy, what's up, bro? John sucks. He looks shit against an old man. He isn't the GOAT or the top 10 pound for pound. Just a cheat. Dougie, a fine day to you all. What's up, Tim? Welcome to the stream. Just putting it all on the line, Timmy. Yeah, he didn't look good against Stipe. He didn't. Let me zoom in. Islam is the hardest to hit champ statistically. What are you on about? I don't know, mate. I feel like in the last 2 Islam fights, we've really seen him pushed by striking. Like Dustin Poirier's striking and Toad's and Volkanovski striking. Obviously in the first Volkanovski fight, I'm saying, Toad. In the first Volkanovski fight. Yeah. I get, like, are you actually talking about the actual specific statistics on ESPN.com? Is Islam got, like, the best strike defense stats? What's up, Nacho? How are you, man? Dougie, has it been a month since I whooped you? Pretty sure your list is still mine. I'm pretty sure it's been a month, Nacho. I'm pretty sure we're just over a month now today. Tom smokes him like the British cigarette he is. All right, Chris. Stats don't tell the whole story. You know that. That is true, Cage. That is stats don't. I think I saw an interesting stat today, by the way, Cage. What was it? Oh, I think Lon Top statistically landed on Ruffy more in their fight. I think that's what I saw today off the top of my head. Excuse me. Why the hell is Ilya at number 4? This isn't our pound for pound list, Tony. This is the official men's pound for pound list. How are you, man? Oh, this isn't the one? This isn't the exact list that we're going with? What is this? Just the speculative media list that they're going to announce? Okay. Yeah, so what is it? It's Tuesday afternoon here, so it's probably still Monday night in America right now, isn't it, Tony? Tom is the best at 255, and John's the best at 225, which was his cage weight in the Gustafsson rematch. Okay, all right, yeah, at their perspective weights. But I guess on the fight day, Toad, when they do end up fighting each other, Tom will be 255, 260. And Jones would probably, I guess Jones would come in just a little bit heavier. We'd probably be looking at Jones bulking up again. So Jones might come in at 230, 235 max. Jordan never lost a fight. What's up, Dank Boy? How are you? I'm not an expert, obviously, on basketball, especially 90s basketball. I don't think he ever lost a playoff season, but I thought he lost whatever they call the semifinals, the bracket leading into the playoffs. What's up, Shotgun? How are you, man? Let's face it, GSP is a roid head too, so DJ is easily the GOAT. I don't know, man. I don't know about the GSP one. I'll give you GSP might have been a bit oiled up. And what was it? Which fight was the one where he was getting accused of Vaseline Gate? GSP might have been a bit oiled up, but I don't know if I can say he's a roid head because he was pushing for drug testing. You know what I mean? I think I officially gave up on caring about the pound for pound when Dougie and Ian's Corner started doing it. Why? Because we started breaking down just how ridiculous they were, Chris. You need to stream more and make it more good for us UK guys in a good time zone, or I will give you a red card. Shotgun, I would love to stream more, but unfortunately, I have a full-time job that needs to pay the bills. But hey, you never know, mate. One day I too could be a streamer, but right now I'm just a plasterer that likes to stream. Him running away from Sleepy Stipe like Chelsea Chandler would get him tagged brutally and finished. That is true, Chris. That is true. Jordan Dwight Jones is definitely a British cigarette. The Comedy Club footage was damning. It was. Hey, Blue Eyes. It's only been 3 weeks. Shit. Disgusting, mate. So I was hoping no one would check. Yeah, it is technically your pound for pound list. Not true. It is technically your pound for pound list. The list is so small. Sorry, UFC Sabbath. I mean, turn your phone sideways. Sorry, mate. Like 40-something Stipe won a round and John almost had to go to the 4th round before the kick. I know, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing that that's your GOAT. Your GOAT. I'm walking around. I don't need to type or comment. The chat is doing it for me. Tom is the best we've ever seen by a straight mile, I'm guessing you're going to say. Yeah, no, Tom is better. Absolutely. But you know my pound for pound list. I like to make it skill for skill. Jack Nolan, you bloody legend, Jack Nolan. Congrats on 1.5k subs, bro. Hey, Jack, you helped me get there, mate. They saw that you were on board with the channel. They went, holy shit, Jack Nolan's a bloody public subscriber, mate. I've got to bloody subscribe to the channel, mate. Yeah, today we hit 1.5k subs. Pretty cool, man. Pretty fun. Can we get to 2,000 subs before the end of the year, boys? What do we reckon? We can't. We might. We can't. Can we? 500 subs? We can't. Jordan lost to the Pistons in 89, didn't he? I don't know. I'm just saying. It's not like Jordan won every single game he ever played in. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry to break it to you, but I've sold DJ steroids, an entire duffel bag full of drugs, and fake pee. Still a GOAT, Cheddarhead. Never been caught. GSP never popped, not even once. True. BJ Penn 2. Silver is not the true GOAT, but Silver is definitely up there, man. Let's go, Shotgun. Silver's the GOAT. What's up, No Chill? How are you, brother? 1.5 Young King. How are you, No Chill? What's good, man? What's good? I can't believe they're shadow banning you, brother. Fight the system, mate. Keep pointing it out. Don't let them sleep you, No Chill. All right? Rise to the top, mate. Like frothy yogurt on hot milk. That was a horrible... That was a horrible analogy. But you know what I'm saying, No Chill. Don't let them hold you down, mate. No, GSP was on them after the start of his career for a couple of years. The back muscles don't like Tim and the back muscles. Like the stream, boys. Like the stream. You should squeeze out a poll that shames people into liking the stream. I wonder what kind of poll I could use. Yeah. If the stream doesn't get how many people are live right now? If the stream doesn't get 11 likes, I only go for 45 minutes today, not an hour. It ain't my GOAT, bro, but you know who is. Yep. Anderson Silva would never duck the next generation like John. The dude fought into his mid-40s. That is true, mate. Like, Anderson, still to this day, you know, Shotgun, you do have to point out, brother, that even to this day, Anderson Silva had the balls to get into the boxing ring with the undefeated, undisputed GOAT of the sport, Chael Sonnen. Mind you, while Chael is in his prime still as well. So for Anderson Silva to have the kind of fucking testicle size to get in there with Sonnen that most men won't do. It's true, mate. It's true. Respect to the GOAT, Anderson Silva. What's up, Bilal's good eye? How are you, brother? Me and Jamie are going to film a video after this one, mate, of me trying all the foods that she brought back from America. It will be dropped in the members section of this channel during the Christmas break, man. When Blueprint isn't here, I got to be the Jones defender. Yeah. But Jones needs someone on his team, man. Anyone else in here have a founding member badge for the Dougie's Corner channel? I do. I'm an OG. Tony is definitely an I-backer. I remember when he was back when Tony F1 MMA. It was you, me, Jamie, Pablo, Western Mass, and Mo. That was about the whole channel back then, mate. I remember. I'll never forget, Tony. I think you were the first person that ever donated $1 to me ever as well, Tony. I think you were my first YouTube dollar ever made. Which, you know, that's special, mate. Michael Jordan is 6-0 in finals, but lost many times in the playoffs early in career when there were worse rosters. Okay, there you go. Thank you. Who was the first chat member that you ever had? Jamie was the first chat member that I ever had, but Pablo, who jumps into the pay-per-view streams every now and then, was the first chat member I ever had. Yeah. Yeah, I'm actually not shadow banned. I just named the live stream wrong. Well, fuck. I was hoping you were shadow banned, No Chill, because it's the only way I'll be catching you on our race to the first one to 2,000 subs. So when I saw that title, mate, a little part inside of me went, fuck yes. Fucking suck it, No Chill. Dougie will beat you. But it looks like you're going to race ahead of me, mate. Like the stream, you cunts. Like the stream, you cunts. Don't threaten us, Dougie. This is meant to be a safe place. True. My likes on YouTube is a music playlist. Mate, Jack Nolan. That counts, mate. Your music choices, bloody incredible, Jack Nolan. Did you like the stream? And the answers are yes, I love puppies and sunshine, or no, I'm a Satanist, or something like that. That's a good one. That's a good one. Something like that, right? Can we get an emoji for this sort of thing? Can we search emojis? Do you guys have flags up here on YouTube? Do you guys have flags? Nah, you don't have flags. You know what kind of flag I'm going for, don't you, chat? You know exactly what kind of flag I'm going for. There we go. Don't lie in the poll, chat. Don't lie in the poll. No Chill would like to say, sup, Christopher. Silver pop for PEDs. I don't know why people ignore that. I think that's because, Toad, that was back in the era when everyone was on PEDs. No, oh, what year was that? What year did he pop? Tell me. Dislike the stream. We can't let him bully us. Don't let him bully us, chat. Don't let him bully us. I love me Anderson Silva. One of my favorites of all time. Let me get this horrible pound for pound list out of the way. And I guess I will bring up Nacho's pound for pound list. The pound for pound list that I have to defend. So, Nacho, this is where we left your pound for pound list. Begin moving things around, I guess, Nacho. Let me read everybody's chats. Love me some Anderson Silva. One of my favorites of all time, but man, he popped multiple times, so he can't be the GOAT, just like John. I'm okay with that. Nobody in MMA has a highlight reel close to Silva's. I disagree, Shotgun. I disagree. You clearly have not watched enough tape of the GOAT, Artem Lobov. Artem Lobov is the one that has got the real fists of fury, mate. Choo-choo, mother bitches. Hello, Mr. No Chill. He only popped once, Chris. Man, that list is awful. What's up? Cheers. How are you, man? That was theirs. This is my pound for pound. This is who I think are the best pound for pound fighters in the UFC. I love it. I love it. And I'm so proud of this list, and it took me ages to work on this list. So, yeah, I have to defend this list to the grave for another week. All your Bruce Lee and Jackie Chan moves, Anderson, that's true, man. Anderson Silva actually moved like that in real life, but the skill gap, oh my God. I want you both to reach 2K at the same time. No Chill is our guy too. We love No Chill on this channel. We absolutely love No Chill. Yeah, if me and No Chill can finish each other off together, that would be super. Anderson is in his prime and had that aura that GSP and DJ couldn't dream of attaining. That is true. Anderson had aura before aura was even a thing. That's true. Any disrespect to the Spider gets a red card. Fair, Shotgun. That's a pretty fucking socialist law. GSP would have dog-walked Anderson prime for prime and TK. I mean, that's probably why Anderson dodged GSP the entire time. You know, after Chael Sonnen did what he did to Anderson, Anderson was like, I don't want anything to do with GSP. How many legs does your mum have, Doug? Mine has 0. How many legs does my mum have? What are you talking about, Sam? It's your list, mate. I'm just fueling your greatness, funneling your great. Oh, yeah, that's right, mate. It's my list. You're just helping me grow it, man. That's actually a solid list. Falls off at 11 to 15. Oh, I know, mate. This is why. I've really worked hard on this list. This is the pound for pound list. So I'm happy, Chess, that you think it's such a solid list. It does fall off a little bit towards 11 to 12. I'm not going to lie, especially that Juliana Pena part at the end. But, you know, she looked so good, and I had really bad recency bias. No MMA fighter had close to the aura of Anderson and Fedor. These fucking old school Fedor fans. Poatan is the closest in recent years. Yeah, that is true. That is true. I hope you beat me, brother. You grind. You won't though. Not until you stop glazing Rakic. I don't even know who Rakic is, mate. Why would I glaze some Austrian fuck with weak knees? I've never glazed it. Not on this channel. That must have been Dougie's Borner, that other MMA channel. Dougie's Borner. I think he listens to MMA Joey. That guy's super sus. That wasn't me, mate. That was the other dumb Australian channel. Ilya Tapuria's highlight reel shits all over Silvers. Tony, I know that you love Ilya Tapuria, but no. Not yet. Maybe in time. You just said the most John Jones thing. I'm going to clip it. Go ahead. No chill. Pena snubbed at 15. Should be top 5 at least. I don't know, Jack Nolan, you bloody legend, Jack Nolan. You seem to be losing a little bit of your legendary status with that one. GSP ducked the fuck out of Silver. Are you serious? GSP ducked Andy and only went up much later in his career when he knew he was safe from the Spider. No, it was the other way around. I remember it clearly. I'm a massive GSP fan. I'm coping. I think one of the main reasons John popped so much is he fought a while before and after while USADA showed up, so his body chemistry was far. Yeah, I agree with that, Toad. Completely. Yeah, he was around the entire USADA era, so it was constantly setting them off. GSP ducked Silver hard. Are you serious? No, he didn't. Check the Dougie Discord. Let me continue on with the chats. You know what? Fuck it. We're having a good time today. Are we having a good time? We're having a good time. Let's have a look at what's on there. Oh, it's clipped. Awesome, mate. Nice one, dude. Is Nacho really just Ian Gary alt account doing this weekly, doing this for weekly humiliation? It sounds like him. Let me finish this poll off, boys, that we've all jumped on together. Let me just finish off Ian Gary poll here. There we go. That's a good one. Check the Discord. I love that that's in there forever. Thank you, No Chill. Is Nacho really just Ian Gary alt account doing his weekly humiliation? I think so, by having Juliana Pena so high. I mean, by encouraging this, yes. Fedor was a USSR test tube roid military bot. True. Much like Yol Romero out of Cuba. I was around back then. Anderson was always down for the fight, even at a catchweight. GSP would always change the subject. Stop hurting me with the truth. I'm trying to live in my own delusion. Dan, you have a lot of John Jones and Ian Gary's fans that really reflects poorly on you. What's up, Larry? How are you, man? I know. I'm going to have to do... I know that I hit 1.5k today, but I'm going to have to do a mass banning on this channel. That was way too many. That's 53% people say they're Ian Gary and John Jones fans. I think I'm going to need to strip this channel back to 900 subscribers. So come tomorrow, I'm just going to start randomly banning people on the channel. I'm just going to start scrolling through the public subscribers and just fucking chopping heads off until we start to see those John Jones, Ian Gary numbers change up in the next poll that I finish off. I need to wet my throat after talking about finishing off that poll. Oh, that is a delicious load of water. It's insane. GSP wanted nothing to do with Silva. That is insane. You would have think GSP would have had the edge, right, with all the wrestling. Yeah. Ilya is evil, but you don't say why, Timmy. I'm guessing that Pereira at number 1 is a major troll. No, Tony. I believe that Pereira, with his activity, deserves to be there. You need to learn the history of this month's pound for pound list, the lore of this month's pound for pound list, Tony. But I believe that Alex Pereira should be the number 1. At least I believe that until the end of this week. In interviews, fans would ask GSP about fighting Silva, and he would always change the subject like a politician. That's because he was getting in Silva's head, scaring him, working around him, 4D chessing him, if you would. I was watching back then too, and GSP went up to middleweight. Anderson never even tried to go to welterweight, or even meet in the middle. Yes, Chris, help me. Look at the gas station. You look like the gas station attendant working at 3 a.m. I feel like the gas station attendant working at 3 a.m. UFC Sabbath. I've been up since 4:30 in the bloody morning, mate. A guy like Makhachev, who post-USADA, knows the right amount of PEDs to take and not get caught, but get the max benefits. So he only gets caught once and uses a BS pill excuse. Yeah, I do think now that they've had time to deal with the USADA testing, they're much better at getting around it. I completely agree with that, Toad. Whereas John Jones was implementing his old strategy of just take roids and see what happens and getting popped. Why would Anderson go to welterweight, Chris? He's 15 pounds lighter and was fighting at light heavyweight, beating former champions just for fun. I loved Anderson before GSP, bruh. You can't tell me watching Silva's career that GSP wouldn't just have his way with Silva. No, did he? I believe GSP would have held him down and beat the shit out of him. GSP was a career ducker. Ducked Prime Silva, ducked Hendricks rematch, ducked Whittaker unification with a sore tummy excuse. I hate that being true. GSP ducked Silva and ruled himself out as the GOAT. DJ slayed a whole upper weight division. Islam cheat. Ilya evil, so they're both ruled out. Agree on your Romero too. So we can all agree then that Mighty Mouse is the GOAT of the sport. Demetrius Johnson, Mighty Mouse, is the best MMA practitioner of all time. We can all agree on that. Never cheated, never popped for anything. Fought in multiple competitions, fought a heavyweight in jiu-jitsu. Mighty Mouse is the best MMA practitioner of all time. What the fuck? Has anybody else noticed that the streams are opening up a few minutes back over the past few days? I just realized and I was like 3 minutes back. Shit, Larry. I didn't know that, mate. I'm sorry, mate. I didn't know that was happening. Jack Nolan says, ban me, mate. Ban me. Jack, I would never ban you. I might ban everyone. This might just be me making you videos all day. Jack Nolan, you bloody legend, Jack Nolan. Just putting him out. You're the only one there. The whole fan base was craving the GSP versus Silva fight for years. GSP wanted nothing to do with it. True, mate. Duck. Cheddarhead just says ducking. Nacho, if you watched Anderson before UFC, he fought welterweights many times in his career. Fighters change divisions all the time. He didn't want that smoke. Oh, okay. You know what? What's up, MMA holes? How are you, brother? Let's squeeze out this poll together. Who ducked who? GSP ducked the spider. I think we know which way this is going to go, but Chris seems to have some contention here. Let's see which way the chat swings. Nothing sucked the air out of an arena like the GSP fight. Yeah, I know. He's one of those fighters that's remembered more fondly than he should be. Absolutely, Cheddarhead. For sure, man. What's up, Kenny? How are you, you beautiful bastard? Tony says, there's no way Nacho kept Ilya in the top 5. He is a generational Ilya hater. Did you veto or something? No, I think Nacho actually looked at the list with, like, real clarity and was like, no, Ilya does deserve to be there. Ilya, Chris, you can't be serious. This is why I brought the poll up, Nacho. Ilya is evil because his eyes say it. Tim, you are all about the back and the eyes, mate. Who are your most promising prospects at the moment? That is good. Let me, because I have an answer for that, but I can't think about it right now because I'm scrolling through the chats, mate. But give me a second to think about it while the chats slow down, and I'll circle back to it, Chess. But yeah, That's a damn good question. I mean, the primary basis of your argument for John not being at number 1 was because he was inactive and injured. So that makes sense that you'd put Alex there since he is so active. I do believe John Jones needs to go higher than where he is right now on number 6. I do think he needs to go. He looked like vintage John Jones. Yes, he looked like Jesus Loves John Jones and Domestic Violence. Okay, MMA holes, thank you. I do think he needs to go higher because, let's face it, that round 1, I know it was against a fucking human heavy bag of Stipe Miocic, but that round 1 was vintage Jones. That was vintage Jones. And if he can apply that kind of nimble, loose top pressure and you know that surfing wrestling where they just ride the wrestling, ride the person underneath. If John Jones can just ride Tom Aspinall, ride the man underneath him, which I believe John Jones can ride the man underneath him, I think he can get off some decent damage on Tom Aspinall. Yeah. Anderson has top 5 wins and 3 weight classes. Nobody has that. What a beast. Anderson and Hendo are the GOATs. I refuse to admit that a 5'1" man is the pound-for-pound GOAT. He might be, Chadhead. I'm totally joking. Silva wouldn't want nothing with the French-Canadian dude or even the whole testing positive or banned substances. Oh, shit. Anyone who thinks GSP would beat Silva are immediately a casual, and I can see right through them. You don't think GSP could hold Silva down? You don't think he could hold him down? Skill for skill, it's DJ all day. Records, it's DJ all day. Honorable rep of the sport, it's DJ all day. Yes, Timmy! Oh, well, I get it. Chris Ridas is dicking his own countrymen. No wonder he's making bad faith arguments. It's not just yours, it's every stream I've gotten for the past few days, although I guess it's probably still your fault, though. It is probably my fault. It's probably YouTube trying to slow all of the MMA community down. Bro, Hendo is the guy. I know, right? GSP was a... Here we go. Oh my god, it came in. It's almost 50-50. Holy shit. I did not expect that. I thought, like, the whole stream would be jumping on GSP, Duck Anderson Silva. GSP was a welterweight who, by today's standards, would be a lightweight. There is no ducking someone in an upper weight class. Upper weight class you never fought at. That's true, Toad. GSP didn't stand your base against Silva. He should have, Jack Nolan. You bloody legend, Jack Nolan. This isn't a discussion, bro. Silva always wanted the fight. Just ask Dana. Chris, have you ever had the banana bread Pop-Tarts? I've been watching since I was 6 years old, training all my life and seeing every card, but yeah, I'm a casual. Oh, take that one, Nacho. Who would win if they fought today is the question. Someone tell the Arab guy to make the fight. Oh, right, Turkish, eh? To make the fight happen in Abu Dhabi. He could make it happen. I think if they fought today, GSP would smoke Anderson Silva. I have the exact same skull shape as John Jones, and it's kind of making me a fan of him. That's an odd way to really decide whether or not you're going to be a fan of a wife abuser, Tony. When are you going to make me a mod? Never, shotgun. I believe Dougie loves John Jones. I don't. Tai Tuivasa beats Stipe that fought on Saturday. I believe, yeah. Easy, Cheddarhead. Easy. Fucking Johnny Walker beats that Stipe that fought on Saturday. I haven't tried them yet, Chris. I just saw them recently. I'll get a box next time. Nice. Chris clearly voting with his alts. I think it was a legitimate question whether John had been looking so washed in part to just being out and burned out, and if fighting bigger guys who scared him would make him better. I did think it was a legitimate question on whether or not John had been looking so washed in part due to just being sort of burned out, and if fighting bigger guys who scared him would make him look better. I mean, I feel like he fought like vintage Larry. I feel like he was like vintage John Jones. Anderson is literally a decade older than GSP, so you better hope he beats him. Yep. All right, so where do I fix? So I got to move Julia Pena off the pound-for-pound list because she doesn't deserve to be there. So Pena's gone. Now, John Jones, he is more skilled than Dricus du Plessis. Alex Pereira is not number 1. So we're not having that. Alex Pereira is not number 1. He's not number 15. That's just a placeholder. Islam's number 1. Ilya's number 2. This is the top 15 pound for pound. It's not JDM. Yes. This is the top pound for pound fighters in the UFC. Yes, I do believe. Let me read some chats. Dougie is the same height as Mighty Mouse, which is why he has such an affinity for it. That's not true, Nacho. I weigh in and look about the exact same as Drickus Duplessis. Me and him are almost eye for eye, and width for width, girth for girth, dick for dick, chest to chest. I'm pretty much the exact same build as Drickus. Hamzat should be number 7 minimum. Don't care about the belts because we all know that Hamzat would finish Bilal first round. I agree, Sniff. And good on you, mate. You're growing as a human being, Sniff. That wasn't racist or homophobic or anti-Semitic. That was just a good, clean sentence. You just fucking typed that one out and got it out there. Well done, Sniff. That's a big moment for you, mate. Trump would watch you. Okay, Nacho, I got olds. You're like Izzy. Connor sleeps Chandler that fought on Saturday. You know what? I like that fight for Conor McGregor. I don't think Jack Nolan. I don't think Conor should take that fight. I don't think Chandler deserves red panty night. I think Chandler should fight fucking Rafael Fiziev and get the shit kicked out of him. But yeah, Conor could easily win that fight. But I want to see Conor McGregor versus Max Holloway for the BMF. Even though Conor McGregor is never coming back to the UFC. But if he was to come back to the UFC, I want to see Conor versus Holloway for the BMF. Which I think would be a second... I think they've already fought before. Maybe Conor versus Holloway too, wouldn't it? I've never seen GSP get dropped by Jake Paul. Oh, Phil Morgan with the fucking facts. Just dropping facts on the chat. Yeah, I mean, I genuinely worried about that, and it seems like it was the case. I meant I genuinely wondered about that, and it seems like it was the case. I forgot what we were talking about. Doug, we bet for a month, you filthy serp. Yeah, we got to mix it up, right? After John Jones's... You can provide some suggestions, Nacho. I said give me some suggestions, and you said you were back in control. So I'm willing to move things around. Peter Yan and Davidson deserve a place. O'Malley is a bum with his stupid makeup and Ronald McDonald hair. That's true, mate. That is true. That is true. I don't know if Jan deserves to be in the top 15. Hamzat number 5, if we were going to be real. He's about number 1. I don't know about number 1. John beating up Stipe is like Jake beating up Tyson. Nothing really reflect... No, it didn't. No, it wasn't about who he beat up. It was about the fact that he showed off that he still has that old skill set. I think John is a little bit slower because of the age and the heavyweight, but I don't think he is... What John showed us against Stipe is something that we have been missing from John Jones since the OSP fight, I feel like, in my personal opinion. Volk gets to keep his spot if he's really signed to fight Lopez. True. Jack Nolan says John Jones is the number 1 pound for pound. Okay, so we found Dana White's alt account. All right, no wonder he picked such a sick name. Doug can't be trusted. What do you mean, Nacho? You said I could move things around. So I was going to move that. This is... You're still in control of the list, mate. Give me some updates. But it had to be shaken up since we've just had the heavyweight fight happen, right? Aspinall deserves to be above Jones. I don't know if he does. Skill for skill. I don't know. I believe Aspinall wins, but I think Aspinall weighing in heavier on the night is going to give him a significant boost in power that he needs. Conor is never fighting again. He might fight in the BKFC. One thing I do have to say along with that, though, that does mean we saw Stipe as a real threat and was intimidated by him. Probably less so than Tom, but I still didn't think it would be that easy. Yeah, I think he saw Stipe as the threat. Yeah, I agree with all of this. What's up, TCW? How are you, brother? I agree with everything that you said here, Larry. I do. Chandler nearly beat Charles, bro. We all saw it. He got in a good strike while Charles had a Leon Edwards, Nate Diaz moment, and then followed up with disgusting back of the head shots, is what I'll say, Tim. Drop Jones to 45th on the pound for pound. He looked really good, man. Alex is above Tom, pound for pound right now. Jack, you are new here, so I'll let you know, mate. My pound for pound list is a skill for skill list. And I don't believe Alex Pereira has got that well-rounded of a skill set. I don't think he can throw takedowns. I don't think he can shoot takedowns that well, and I don't think he can handle takedowns that well. I don't think his get-ups are that good. I know that he has no jiu-jitsu. So when it comes to my personal skill for skill list, I don't rate Alex Pereira as highly as some people would like me to. As Nacho is about to argue, if you just give this stream 5 more minutes, you will see Nacho go absolutely fucking nuts about where Alex Pereira should be. Chris, I will whip my cream all over them when I get some What am I reading? I don't want to know where you're putting your cream for Chris, Larry. Move on, mate. I don't know why John beating a Wash Stipe would move him up higher than he was. I think I just said it. Nacho. I have been saying for a long time that we haven't seen anything exciting out of John Jones since the OSP fight. And what I saw against Stipe was a great skill set again. Something that we haven't seen since before then. And yeah, it was vintage. It was classic. It was great. I think John Jones has got great striking. The trips were fucking awesome. The top pressure was awesome. We know that he has got great wrestling, and he's still got it. That's the thing. Like, he can still show it It's one thing to show it against your own training partners. It's one thing to show it against a heavy bag at the gym. But with Stipe winning round 2 on a judge's scorecards, it showed that John Jones was still able to do that against somebody who was in there swinging back. Nacho with the Serbian slur. That's what he does, mate. We were talking about whether or not Jones was looking bad at light heavyweight because he had gotten complacent and needed to be afraid of his opponents to push him to the gym again. Yes, Larry. Yeah. We were. And yes, I agree. And I think that's what happened, man. John has 2 heavyweight wins. Thomas beat half of the top 10 in 4 minutes. Come on. I don't know what you mean come on with. What are you disagreeing with? The idea that I think that Tom Aspinall could kick the shit out of John Jones, or where I have them on the pound for pound? Stipe hadn't fought in 4.1.5 years. It's pathetic. I get what you're saying. Do you get what I'm saying? How just leave the old man Stipe heavy bag at the door and just look at what John Jones showed us this weekend. Paddy shouldn't be on the list. Paddy isn't on the... Paddy should be on the list. No, he shouldn't. Sniff. Had like 2 or 3 years. Doesn't deserve to be this high. Fair enough. We finally agree on something. Filthy Serbs goes to a new list and then says he's just moving things around. Dr. Stuff. Dude, I have got the old list here. This was the original one, but it doesn't fit on the screen. Nacho, look at the screen. It doesn't fit on the screen. So I copied and pasted it so it fits on the screen nice and neat. This is just something that I use as a placeholder to keep names around. Like Juliana Peña's name is floating there. This is just a placeholder list that I use for copying, pasting, moving things around, thinking out loud. This is the real pound for pound. This one in the middle that sits nicely in between them. This one right here, this is the one. And you can still make changes to this list as you earned via our bet of you getting a win over me that wasn't legitimate, but you got the win. It was a doctor's stoppage, and it was the wrong call because my fighter was fine. But you still have control over the pound for pound list officially, mate. Jan Marab O'Malley should be higher. Oh, Jan. I don't know about Jan. Marab should be higher. You are no, he shouldn't. Fuck him. He shouldn't be higher. No, he shouldn't. Yeah. John fans want him to be champ, but also protected from the scary guys. It's such a soy reign. I agree with that. Shotgun completely. Shavkat, Islam, Ilya, Tom, and Alex should be the top 5. Shavkat in the top 5 already. I don't know, dude. I don't know if he's got the resume. He was sort of losing in the striking to Wonderboy, but everyone died, and that wasn't that long of a fight. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about Shavkat being in the top 5. Hit a clean Dougie Shuffle? Maybe. Why do you have Shavkat twice? Oh, yeah. That's a good point. Let's let Nacho clean this up. Chandler Rock Charles then nearly DQ'd himself. If that fight had been stopped, it would have been rightfully overturned, and everyone would be hating Chandler. True, Larry. Shavkat, that's how good Shavkat is, Cheddarhead. He's 13th and 15th. It doesn't Nacho. John looks shit, old and slow. Ty would beat him. Agreed, Tim. Doug is forgetting John running away in fear every time old Steepy cracked him. I did, Doug. It was slow and old. I don't like saying things like he wasn't training doesn't count, but I could find better explanation for the Santos fight because Jones didn't shoot and belly through. Yep. Put Poatan at number 1 then. Do we have to put Powhatan at number 1? Do we have to? I don't think he is a number 1. All right, I guess I have to. That is the point. I do have to, don't I? Hey, move as a unit. Move. Why are you not all moving at once? There we go. And who's number 15? Don't say Juliana Pena. Who's number 15, mate? Don't say Juliana Pena. All right, that's the list so far. John had fought for... Oh, shit, you can't see the whole list, boys. Hang on a second. What is the point of having multiple lists if you can't see the whole list? There we go. John had fought for 2 minutes 1 year, 8 minutes ago. Hadn't for nearly 3 years before that. I said he'd had no advantage in terms of having fought more recently beforehand, and I will stand by that. I said he had to have no advantage in terms of having fought. Yep, fair. Took me 10k to bribe that doctor. It was pathetic all around. Powhatan is number 1. Islam is a good choice, though. Yep, Alex is second. I love Figueiredo. I love Figueiredo, too. We should wait for Figgy Yarn before deciding on them. I agree. Figgy is based. That is so true. As much as sense of us may hate to say it, Merab does already have one of the best resumes in the UFC. Yeah, I know, Larry. That is true. And we do hate to say it, but it is true. Merab and Bilal's resume is both really good. He's got pretty back-to-back fights, though, right? Shavkat does. That's a fair point. I'd be fine with Drickus in his place. Yeah, I could see that. Yep. JDM wipes Shavkat. That's the way, Timmy. Dougie, I'm giving away free cryptocurrency. My wallet password is... I don't think I'm going to read that out, Sniff. I know what you're up to. Take Shavkat out of the top 15 and put Charles Oliveira in there. Done. Done and done. That is not how you spell Charles Oliveira, Doug. That is how you spell Charles Oliveira, Doug. Done. Charles Oliveira. You want him at 13th, Nacho? I'll find out. All right, there you go, Nacho. Done. Put JDM at 15. I could put JDM at 15. I reckon that's... I mean, JDM is going to be a champion in July of next year. So, yeah, JDM should be number 15. Santos won that fight clearly. He did not, Tim. He did not. He didn't win that fight clearly, Tim. It was, I think, Jones... sorry. Wrong way. Sorry, mate. I just had a brain fart. Yes, Santos won that fight. I agree with you, mate. Yes. Sorry. Izzy has only 2 fights in 2 years. I don't know if he should be number 12. Ooh, what do you reckon about that, Nacho? You know, Izzy has really fallen off and he's had low activity. And isn't he like 4-3 in his last 7 or something? Put Bryce Mitchell as number 1. Now you're talking, not the AM, bro. Nacho, use discernment. What about Bryce Mitchell? Tapuria, Aspinall, and Pereira. That's a solid top 3, Sniff. Hamzat barely fights. He shouldn't be here either. Oh, he did kick the shit out of Whitaker. Jack Nolan, the legend. Jack Nolan says, I'm done pretending Ilya doesn't sleep Islam. Jack Nolan, you should watch my video on Ilya Tapuria has no chance at beating Islam Makhachev. You'll be infuriated, mate. 15 is either Gary or Paddy. I would rather go with Paddy. Brother, you put me at 15, brother. What's up, Magomed? It's been a while, mate. How have you been? Sorry you didn't get the December fight. Merab and Bilal, yep. What flavor of Pop-Tart will you try first with butter on the stream? I don't know. We'll see what Jamie's got for it. There's food. It's all set up and ready to go behind me, actually. Yeah. I'm making bacon and pasta. That's so based. I don't know how to spell Ian Gary, and you shouldn't, Sniff. You know, you shouldn't know how to spell that. I'm tired of these P4Ps. I'm tired of this pound for pound list having Charles but not Armin. Armin should be on there, Toad. Put him back at 13. Put him at 13. All right. Fuck, I've lost him. You want Shavkat at 13 and Charles Oliveira at 15. All right. Shavkat Rachmanov. Yeah, I'll fucking step in there on short notice. So, I'm guessing this is how you want the list to look, Nacho. You want Charles Oliveira at 15, and you want fucking Shavkat Rakhmonov. I'll fight him. I don't give a fuck. My name's Jack Nolan. I'm Jack Della Maddalena's coach, and I don't give a fuck. I'll fight Shavkat Rakhmonov any day of the bloody week, mate. Fucking short notice, long notice, deep notice, thick notice. I don't give a fuck. Just line him up and knock him down, boys. Shavkat should be put over Hamzat. Went Izzy, Dricus, then Costa. What? Strickland should be put over Hamzat. He went Izzy, Dricus, then Costa. Are you talking about Strickland's wins? Ooh, that is a good resume. The Izzy win aged so well. Considering how good Izzy did against DDP, Izzy was beating up DDP. That was going the way of a TKO until DDP pulled it out of the fire. Yeah, that aged really well. And fucking Oliveira got exposed by Chandler. You guys are fucked. Timmy, it was a good shot landed by Chandler after 15 minutes of domination. Do you really think that was complicit box? Like, do you really think Michael Chandler outskilled Oliveira, or do you think Oliveira stopped paying attention for a moment and MMA is a game of inches? I'm genuinely curious, Tim. Did anyone else feel like Stipe didn't really look that slow at the start of round one? Seemed like the body kicks and elbows cut what speed he had it in half. I reckon, I agree, Larry. I think it was the tapes and the kicks to the body that really slowed Stipe down. I think those first two rounds, I know he spent most of the first round getting the shit elbowed out of him, but when he was on the feet, he looked alright. What do you think about those unicorn gay times I sent you in the Discord? Perfect for the next John Jones fight. I don't know where to find them, Chris, but if I do find them in my local shopping center, I will 100% buy them. Because if we're eating a gay time, it better be a rainbow gay time. Oliveira is 13. Oliveira is 13 and Armin is unranked. I know, Cheddarhead. I know. Ask Nacho about it. Put JDM at 15 and slide everyone else up once you put Shavkat back at 13. Then we'll be out of places, mate. Someone's got to go. Izzy probably not in the top 10, to be honest. I get it. Why isn't Strickland on the list? He dominated Izzy with... That's a good question. He's just not that skilled, mate. It was a bit of a... Maybe Izzy shouldn't be on the list then, right? His skill was there, but his inactivity overrides it for Hamzat. Okay, all right. So, he is very, very skilled, but he's just not active enough for the active criteria of pound for pound. His KO of Pereira was a fluke. Oh, Izzy's KO of Pereira? No, it wasn't. He lined up Pereira for that one. I meant to say take Izzy out. Okay, so we're going to take Izzy out. Izzy's out. Boom. Then what did you say before? Put JDM at 15 and move everyone else up. All right, I like this. I like the way that this is going. I like the way that this tastes. I don't mind tasting this. This is very tasty what you've done. I don't mind you putting that inside of my list. That's tasty when that's sitting there. I don't mind sticking JDM right in that spot there. That's cheeky, but I don't mind it. I don't mind shoving JDM right into that area right there. Oh, that's good. Okay. I'd love it if Evil Ilya slept Islam Makhachev. I'd love it if Evil... What? Tim, you are confusing me today, mate. You are confusing me today. You hate Ilya, but you want him to sleep Islam. And we've talked about how Islam is one of the more entertaining guys on the roster. Doug and Chris, I discuss things if you eat and get toasted. Butter Pop-Tart on stream with the next week. We'll start using our bot service to overload your crash. Okay. I'm not going to eat it on stream. Me and Jamie are filming a food tasting video after this stream, and we'll post it in the members section during the Christmas break. You have been I have been warned. Yeah, but take Izzy out now and put JDM at 15. It's like, yep, done. He doesn't have DDP striking. You really can't have Izzy on there now and not... That's true, Larry. Look, it's been rectified. I think Izzy and Volk shouldn't be on the list. I don't mind JDM, the winner of Yarn and Figgy. I agree, Jack. I think... we've talked about this. Volk is one loss away because he was the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world 2 fights ago. So it's hard to sort of, disappear off the list completely when you were number one, 2 fights ago. But he's fucking close. Shavkat is such an aura merchant. He's 15 max. I feel that. Dougie, can you do a backflip? I can, mate. Underwater. Strickland has the activity. More importantly, Strickland does have a lot of activity. Beat DDP. He's the champ in my eyes, even though I'm over the cunt. Sean beat DDP as the champ in my... Yeah, but then the activity and... Sean's got to get back in there, mate. Sean's got to get back in there. Impression of Chandler naming his new Brazilian child. No, Kenny. I'm not the guru, mate. Imagine being a hardcore Chandler fanboy. I know. That's probably why Joey's so angry. Strickland should be 10 or 12. Yeah. I don't know. I don't rate Strickland that highly. You know what I mean? He's just a jab and a tape. Let's go ahead and just take Leon off this list. We don't have to explain why. What do you reckon, Nacho? Move everyone up and put... Nacho, what do you think about deleting Leon Edwards and putting Sean Strickland as number 15 and moving everybody up? Why is Chandler such a dork? Read the room, bro. You don't deserve an interview right now. And calling out Connor. Yeah, that was an idiot. Have you seen any other flavors of gay time at your... No, dude. Just the original gay time. Swap Tom Aspinall with Ilya, and we have a pretty good list here. Okay. Tony is going to fucking flip out, but that is what it is. So what do we reckon? Delete Leon Edwards, Nacho. And move everyone up one and put Sean Strickland at number 5. Or Armin Sarukian. You know what I mean? I got to get out of here in 4 minutes. Nah, Leon was high on the pound for pound. He only lost to Bilal. All right. Leon stays. Okay. All right. Then everyone else sort of has to stay, don't they? Let me read some more. He landed one good shot and then couldn't even finish Charles with a huge string of back of the head shots. Exposed himself as a bitch that can't even win with all the cheating in the world. I was watching back some more sequences of ITP. Thank you for the $10, man. Alex Pereira is the only logical number 1 pound for pound good list. Thank you for the $10 ITP. And I agree, mate. Alex Pereira 100% deserves to be the number 1 pound for pound. I've done a great job with this list. Thank you so much for the $10 and the support, brother. I really appreciate it. I'm not going to lie to you since you paid me ITP. It's not my list. I lost a bet to one of the channel streamers and they get to control the list. I wouldn't have Alex Pereira as number 1 personally. I feel bad for lying to you because you've given me $10, mate. But I appreciate you. You make great content. Thank you for the $10 ITP. Oh, shit. Leon stays. Deleting Leon. I like his dad, bro. That's too far. I've been swindled. You have been swindled, mate. You've been well swindled. Oh, shit. Get Jones's inactive ass off this list. We can't now. Although it does suck that John is going to go into fucking 8 months of hiding after this. Like when Dana's like, John Jones is going to disappear for a while. Yeah, it sucks, mate. Just because Pantoja is champ doesn't mean he's a top 10. That's not true, Sniff. Like, Pantoja is one of the most well-rounded champions. He knows how to strike, and when he's losing the striking, he's got the fight IQ to take someone down and just backpack ride them when he needs to. I hate Pantoja. He's boring to watch, but he's very clever, and he's got everything that you need to win. He's got all the tools needed to have in the tool belt to win a fight. Merab could take the spot. Merab could take that spot. Yeah, so does Merab. Merab's just, these are the kind of champions that, like, I don't like to admit it, but they've got all the tools that you need. And not only do they have all the tools, they've got the fight IQ that you need on when to implement the tools. Do you really think Pantoja is better than Hamzat? That's a weird question, Sniff. I think skill for skill, Pantoja's more well-rounded. I think as a combat athlete, as someone that can inflict violence upon another human being, I think Hamzat Chimaev is better at that. Does that make sense? But I think when it comes to MMA skill for skill, I think Pantoja is better. Because this... All right, where are we? Sorry, TCW, I skipped over some of your comments, man. Yes, you can. Because if this list was skill, he'd be fair at the top. When activity is combined, he doesn't deserve it, and it's not even a huge scale. I know, so, like I said, man, I like to keep this list as skill for skill as I can. I know people like to mix in a little bit of activity and resume, yeah. Come on, Dougie, Pantoja lost to Urseg. Yeah, he was this close, wasn't he? But, I mean, on the night, you never know. Hamzat will make DDP look easy. Yeah, I think he might, Jack Nolan, I think he might. Boys, I'm out of here. That was it. Ursiel sealed his fate when he shot the takedown and got revert. Yep, true. It was a close fight, but Pantoja won. True. Boys, I'm out of here. That was it. I got to do a tight hour because I got to film another video after this. So I'm going to go and do that. But there'll be another video tomorrow. There'll be another stream tomorrow. There will not be. Enjoy the content this week because the content is going to be very, very light next week. I'm going away camping next week, so I don't know if there'll be any live streams. I'll try and pre-record some videos and have them in the pipeline. And yeah, I'll stay up to date in the Discord and always stay up to date in the community tabs while I'm on the road. But yeah, this week we'll go full on, and then I leave for camping. Thank you, ITP, for dropping in. Shout out, ITP. Powerful ITP. Thanks, work. And great work on all the work you've done on documenting all the shit going down with Conor McGregor, mate. Just a little bit of glaze for you, ITP, while you're here. Stream from camping, you mad lad. I have before, and I will again if we have reception and time, which usually there is time. But if there is reception, I will. So yeah, Dougie's going to be Brokeback Mountaining. No, Kenny. Stop it. All right? Yeah, fucking British cigarette. Anyway, that's it. I'll see you guys in tomorrow's stream. Yeah, ITP, those Conor videos are dope. They're really, really good. All right, boys, I will see you in tomorrow's stream, in tomorrow's video, and yeah, we'll catch up all week. ITP MMA, welcome to being based, mate. Good work, mate. Cool. I'll see you guys in a later video, but thank you all for being here. Thanks for joining me. Thanks to all the old heads. Appreciate you all. Have a good night. Have a good day wherever you are. Have a good afternoon in Canada. And Chris, I'm literally going to go and eat a Pop-Tart right now, mate. So that video will be released over the Christmas break in the members. All right, boys. See you tomorrow. Have a good one. Peace, peace.